Yo, what's up? I'm be showing you guys this game that I made from scratch. It's also the only and probably last game I'll make from scratch. But it was pretty fun, so it was a good learning experience, and I just want to kind of document here with this video. But you open it up, you get to some cool stuff, you know, menus, whatever. Click the buttons on the game. You can make a full screen if you want. Click play, and basically what you're supposed to do is these cubes are coming at you. You're supposed to dodge them. It's crazy. But I don't know. It was just cool trying to like figure out like how perspective projection works and stuff, and like I don't know all the different like types of projections that are used with like uh I don't forget what it's called, 3D rendering or just graphics APIs in general. I think it's pretty similar for other stuff like I don't know Vulkan or whatever. But I haven't tried it. Vulkan I think would be pretty fun to try and get into. Just I don't know. I heard it's like more low level and more access to memory, so I think that'd be fun to try and learn about. But I don't know. Also, it would take a long time because OpenGL took forever for me to learn, and it's supposed to be the easy one. As you see, we're getting pretty high right now. If you get to like score like 1,337, you'll win. So hopefully I can do that right here. First try. Yep, there you go. Easy peasy. And you can restart, and if I die, which I didn't do, this screen pops up, and it's funny, we're gonna ignore the fact that your high score doesn't show up in the leaderboard, but it's an intended feature, trust. Um, I don't know, so this was all done. I learned OpenGL through like the Cherno. He has some really good tutorials on it. And yeah, no, I use a lot of his libraries, like you can see if you look at this, you see vertex array, vertex buffer, all these types of things. These classes that wrap the OpenGL structures and whatnot are made by him essentially, but I just followed along in other videos, so I learned a lot through that. But one of the cool classes in this game, in this program or whatever, is the way that you can like switch scenes. Is the way I don't know how to describe it. But basically, if I want to make a new scene, like from like an example would be the title screen. I'd call that a scene, or like the gameplay scene. That's also a scene. And these are literally just like header and C++ files respectively. Like here, I would just define certain things that are needed in the game. Like this is the main game one. It's actually pretty small. I just have like the amount of cubes I want to render. These are some constants. I don't remember why I put these in the class. Probably needed. Oh, I don't know. It's probably important. It's a long time ago when I did this. But yeah, there's some questionable naming schemes, kind of inconsistent. Started these with capitals. These are lowercase. Don't worry about it. But basically, in game, you just would define certain functions. Um, I guess it's the initialization one. So this is like when it gets called when the scene is first initialized. And then I have an on update function. So these main game, or this main game is a subclass of scene, and it has these three basic functions that you just override, and that's how you can make your scene do what you want. And it's cool because let's see the right function here, where what's it called, scene manager, yeah. So this code's like, honestly, I think it's the same as one of the Cherno videos. He did something similar, or the exact same. I can't remember if I changed this or not, but basically we just have this scene thing, this scene vector, which is this is pretty much just a map, but we're doing some like it's just a map, but it's a vector, if that makes sense. It's the same thing. I don't know, this seems easier. I don't know if there's a benefit to doing one over the other, but this is pretty convenient. So basically what just happens here is if you want to register a scene, um it calls the function that you pass, or whatever the lambda function. Here, I kind of have to describe, make a. I'm having a stroke. I have to show you guys this like in an example for it to make sense. Actually, I think. Um, so let's just go to the main function, which does not exist. right above. So right here you can see I'm calling it. So I initialize this scene manager class, and I register a scene with passing in a scene example here. So I pass in the type of scene I want, and then the string just to associate with it, just because it's easy. Because I could theoretically have multiple scenes of the same class, but I didn't do that, but that seems possible. I don't know, I can't think of an example of why you'd want to do that, but I didn't. But yeah, so basically here it's a template function, so that's how we're getting the type of class. And this is a lambda function right here. And what it does is basically the string gets passed through, and then here we return we create a new object of the type of object we specified earlier. So basically this allows us to like dynamically push function pointers into the array. And this is all so that you can loop through them in the render function and call these onUpdate functions. And this is how it all goes together, and it's actually just really nice. Yeah, it works perfectly. I forgot there's an example of something that took forever. Yeah, in the entity class, I made all of this. It took forever. This code right here to draw, I think these are just cubes. Yeah, it took ages. I somehow wrote all of this first try though. Like debugging this would have been absolutely a nightmare. The texture coordinates, all of it just goes together perfectly. It's gotta be like 1 in a bajillion. But I did something similar for a smaller one. Yeah, just planes. Initializes them easily. Like these are vertex buffers. Same with that. What is this? Text? Oh yeah, this is this code was taken off of what's it called? I think I credited it somewhere. I should have credited it somewhere. Yeah, here it is. It's from Learn OpenGL. Don't know why it's green squiggly. Probably not important. Yeah, so this is just how I literally copied and pasted this. It took me a minute to make it work, but it just renders text. Like you saw the text in the leaderboard. That's exactly how this is actually I'm GUI. So you can see it, I can actually drag it. So I'm doing some whack stuff there. But if you you can see here that this text is using the what library this is. I don't know. Free type, yeah. So I could load fonts and render them with not MGUI, with OpenGL, and it's actually dope. What else? I think that might be it, not gonna lie. I don't know. Oh yeah, when you close the game, it crashes. So that's perfect. Definitely a good feature as well. Okay, well, I think that's it for now. Yeah, this was a pretty big project. Took me a while. I did this a long time ago, so I don't know. Probably made some mistakes, but this is cool. This is on GitHub. I can link the project if anyone wants to look at it for whatever reason. But peace until then.